Welcome to 5 Minutes with paleontologist Ferhat Kaya. Ferhat, welcome.
Thank you very much. Happy to be here.
Listen, shall we start with your research? And maybe you can also show us what you brought with you?
Yeah, exactly. As you said, I'm a paleontologist. I study paleontology of large mammals and small mammals. My current research is about the paleobiogeography, paleontology, evolutionary change of fossil small mammals from Ethiopia, East Africa. A time frame from 6 million years to the 50,000 years. It's a big window, chronological window. But I have 6 million, 5 million, 4 million, like in between many different time windows, I have fossils.
Right.
So it gives me a long, continuous chronological change to understand how the small mammal faunas evolved and their paleobiodiversity have changed during the time in relation with the environmental and climate change, specifically in East Africa.
Yeah, which is also very topical today.
Yes,
so,
exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. And what kind of variable I use? Mostly I found the small mammals teeth fossils because teeth are very strong, covered with enamel. They can fossilize and then stay longer than other bones in our body. But they are very small.
Yep.
But I'm also very lucky because they are small. Think about somebody study elephant fossils. It's very difficult in the field to carry their fossils.
Yeah.
But small mammals, I can put in my pocket many of them and travel. So what kind of variable I use? And mostly on the tooth surface, chewing surface, there are little, like our own teeth, there are little tubercles to chew the food intake we take in our mouth. So they are very informative for taxonomically. Each species adapted different diet preferences, so their tooth also adapted, morphologically adapted to that diet.
Yeah.
So it gives a very important information for me to understand, separate them taxonomically, identify which species they are belong to. At the same time, what kind of environment and diet they are adapted that specific time period, and then how it changes during the time. So
in relation
to yes, exactly, climate change and environment. And Ethiopia is a very important place in East Africa. It's also already listed one of the top mega diverse region in Africa, and then it is most endemic availability of endemic species in Africa because geographic richness. In Ethiopia, there are very high mountains, Bole mountains, and then very lowlands like Afar. So this terrain diversity also influenced the richness of biodiversity. So, but at the same time, it is very prone to climate change. Any very little changes has a huge influence in East Africa because it is very specific environment. There is savanna environment, bushland, woodland, and then mountain regions, very lowland environment. So nowadays it is very critical for biodiversity richness and loss conservation studies. It's important to understand the past biodiversity in relation to environmental change and how it is now and how it will be in the future.
Yeah.
So
you're trying also making predictions here, or at least trying by following
Actually,
the history.
this is the part, current, my research interest.
Yeah.
How I can mobilize this paleontological information to help better modern conservation, biodiversity protection efforts, and also for future projections and predictions.
Yeah.
So I know that my fossil species, through their characteristic from their body morphology or tooth morphology, how they are adapted to changing environment, how I can use those information today, because we have similar kind of environmental conditions occurred in the past, and then for future predictions. So we have very valuable information from past, how we can utilize this information to the modern studies.
Yeah.
It's my main interest now.
Fantastic. Yes, which is of course very relevant for the project.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because similar species lived in the past, and then we have continuous their evolutionary continuum of species living now. So their reaction to the changing environment would be, from the past, would be the same information we can get.
Yeah. So, and talking about similar species, can you show us what you've got here?
Oh yeah, there is here. This is from Anatolia, Turkey, Byzantine archaeological site from Byzantine period, and this is a zooarchaeological material. This is a skull of squirrel.
A squirrel.
Yeah, and there is also other postcranial skeletal bones here, and then this is the skull. So also I study zooarchaeological material, small mammals from those sites, and there are mostly from zooarchaeological site you get mostly large mammals, also like the mammals like cow, sheep, goats, sometimes wild animals. But hard to see small mammals. You need to specifically look for them.
Yeah.
Take the soil sample, wash it, and sew it, and sort it under the microscope. It's a long process to find the fossil. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, I think we can end our interview now.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And thanks everyone for being with us today, and see you next month. Thank you.